Welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Media's After Dark here at T3 Media Studios, the greatest space for all the latest in entertainment news, reactions, and reviews by fans for fans. I'm Tyler Cossey, and joining me today is the biggest pain in my ass, Christopher Fagan.
Yeah, I see what you did there. All right, you're fired. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Media's After Dark, guys. As mentioned, I am the pain in the ass, but don't worry. My wife only allows it on my birthday. So I'm so glad she's not here for that.
She's gonna see it.
So, guys, we're gonna talk about the latest in horror movie news. This is episode 299. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did not think that I was gonna get this episode off. I already called Tabitha and was like, you know what? We'll do an episode next Thursday because Tyler's not gonna show up. And then Tyler, she goes, I'm almost there. I'm like, oh shit.
I told you yesterday I was coming.
I was doing like last minute pat. Luckily for me, I had like a basic of like what we were gonna talk about, so I just had to like throw that shit together and shit. I was like,
I don't understand why you don't think my word is my bond. I said I was coming.
I gotta give that to her. Okay, here's the difference between Tabitha and Tyler, the two biggest T-Pains. They're the T-Pains. That's them. The T's. The
Shout
T-Pains.
out Tabs. I'm here for it.
So Tabitha will be like, oh my God, the tornadoes and the rain has knocked out my power. I can't shoot.
Okay, valid excuse.
Like what the fuck ever. But Tyler will be like a week in advance, be like, all right, I'll be there on Friday. And then I'll never hear from her ever again.
I said
afterwards.
what I said.
Yeah, she's like, I'm like sending her follow-up text like, do we need to do this? And she ghosts me for a week. And then she'll just show up on Friday. Didn't I fucking tell you on Monday that I was going to be here today? There's the difference between. So I'm learning them too. See, Tabitha will be like, I'll be there. And then 5 minutes before the show starts, she's like, I'm not showing up. But Tyler will be like, I'll be there. And then will not respond to me for like a week.
Here's what you have to know.
What's that?
If I say I'm coming and you don't hear from me, but I said I'm coming, I'll be there. But if I text you and I say I'm not coming, I'm not coming. So if you don't get a I'm not coming text, consider me coming.
But it's like, but my ADHD brain is all like, if I'm sending you up follow-up questions like, so what about this event here? What about this and that? And I'm like, I know she's busy. I know she's got to work and all that stuff. But I also agree with this one thing too. People who don't respond to you at the same level that you are to respond to them don't hold you at the same value or priority. It's a true thing.
That is not true. I don't respond to anybody. Let's get that off and let's just put that out there. Everybody knows I don't text. I don't even open most of them.
A family, your mom or dad.
Haven't texted my mom since Mother's Day.
Jesus. No, I mean, but has she texted you?
Yes.
So
every now and then she'll be like, "Can you just reply and let me know you're alive?" And I'll be like, "I'm alive." And then she'll be like, "Okay."
So you are rude as fuck, but you're consistent.
But I love all of you. I love my mom more than anything. So it's like, it doesn't mean I don't like you.
You might as well have also said, I hate you all equally. So there we go. There it is. I'm like, so I'll give her credit for that. I was like, you're a man of your word. She's a woman of her word. I know the phrase is usually man of word, so I was just using it as a universal term.
It's okay. I'm not gonna.
Not
gonna cancel you.
Wasn't gonna. Yeah.
For what's it called? Falsely gendering me.
All men are technically women. Technically.
Okay. See, there we go. See, now you lost me.
But when you add but our default setting is female, but you add the X chromosome and then it makes the male. That's technically true. We are all technically women.
During this podcast, we break down the latest headlines, trending topics, movies, TV, and streaming.
We are not breaking down biology and getting
Exactly.
canceled.
And that is not on the agenda for the T3 Media Studios podcast.
We weren't supposed to be talking about your Y chromosomes and all that stuff.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Like Tyler, horror queen Cossey said, we are here to talk about the latest in horror movie news on the After Dark version of the show. So thank you guys for joining. I'm trying to fix my camera here on the what is it called?
While Chris is doing that, we encourage you to join the conversation by sharing your comments, questions, and your own list in the comments in the comment section. You can also support the channel with super chats or donations, or simply by liking the video. We appreciate all of it.
She kind of stepped on my lines there, but that was great. I mean, she's actually doing what the host is supposed to do. She was keeping the show going. She's like, I gotta go.
One of the hosts here has ADD, and I'm not gonna say who, but we all know who.
But we both take medication for it. Oh, there we go. Called you out. There you go. That's what you get.
Wow.
Anywho, let's get into the. I guess you can rip that off down now since you don't have to look directly at the camera anymore. Unless you want to keep it up there. It's up to you. Now, what's the first topic of the night for Talking Through the Media's After Dark?
Was Toni Collet right in Hereditary? Was that kid sitting there with that fucking face on his face? Mind you, when I first read this, I was like, what are we talking about?
So if you guys don't remember the movie Hereditary, there was a scene where Toni Collet was like, that fucking face on your face. And
I thought it was a typo at first.
You thought it was?
I thought you made a typo. I thought you were supposed to say that fucking smile on your face or look on your face. I didn't know it was actually face on your face, which makes it so much better now.
Right. Well, so if you guys don't know, here's the scene that we were talking about. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here we go.
Shit. Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother.
Again, release yourself.
Oh, release you.
Yeah, fine, release me. Just say it. Just fucking say it.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit. Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother. Do you understand? All I do is worry and slave and defend you. And all I get back is that fucking face on your face. So full of disdain and resentment and always so annoyed. Well, now your sister is dead. And I know you miss her. And I know it was an accident. And I know you're in pain. And I wish I could take that away from you. I wish I could shield you from the knowledge that you did what you did.
Look at that. Look, see that. There's the face right there. So that's the question. That's my official question. Did that fucking kid have that fucking face on his face? Was Toni Collet right on what she said on Hereditary? What do you think?
That's a fucking face on a face, that's for sure. I just feel like that's such like a worse like insult than like look on your face or like smile on your face, because it's like you just have a face on your face. Like your face in general irritates me.
Yeah.
Like you can't change it. It's your fucking face.
I mean, and you remember that scene? I mean, when they were driving home and I think she was having like her asthma attack or something, her allergy, and then when she stuck her head out the window, and the way he responded, because it was a traumatic situation.
Yeah.
You killed your sister. The way she died was so fucked up.
Oh my gosh, that's going down in horror cinematic history.
Yeah. And the way he responded, then he just got out of the car, went to bed, and just went to sleep.
Yeah.
And because you're looking at it like, how the fuck could you do that? But at the same time, you're wishing that it didn't have you're like hoping that when I go to sleep, maybe when I wake up in the morning,
it'll be a dream.
Yeah. That didn't just happen to my sister.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? How did that affect you when you first saw it? Or
oh my gosh, I wish I could watch it again with like a blank brain.
Yeah.
Because the feeling I had when I watched that, I was like just jaw dropped.
When did you first see that movie?
When it first came out.
You saw it in the theaters?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think I streamed it when it came out.
I streamed it too, but it was years after. I didn't.
Oh, really?
It was, people kept saying, see this movie. I love Toni Collet, and I knew I had to see it, but I think I was alone. I was like, and I streamed it years later. I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And then and then this scene right here. But I saw on TikTok somebody was like, I'm not gonna lie, Toni Collet was right. That little fucking kid did have that fucking face on his face. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. That's the face. You know. I mean, I understand his trauma. I know he's going through some shit, but he was probably acting like a little asshole to his. I mean, they were all trying to navigate their feelings on what happened. You want to blame them, but you want to protect them at the same time.
Yeah.
I understand as a parent. And as a parent, I can equally say, fuck them kids. But I don't know. I don't know. At first, I felt real bad for him, but now after a few years later, he did have that fucking face on his face. Fuck that kid.
Literally.
So was Toni Collet the hero of that movie?
Honestly.
So I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, did that kid have that fucking face on his face? Was Toni Collet right? Let us know in the box below. And as always, as we always say here, let's keep talking. All right. Tyler, what is the next topic that we have for tonight?
From Screenrant, Ella Purnell cast in Killer Squirrel horror movie after Fallout success on Prime.
Have you seen Fallout
No.
yet? I have not either. I haven't seen it. But this isn't the first. It was years ago where they released a trailer. Some studio released a fake trailer. I put it on social media recently. They were trying to make a squirrel horror movie, and which I'm like, why haven't they done that?
Yeah.
Before? Because squirrels are fucking terrifying.
What?
You don't agree?
Look at me. You are looking at the author of the Squirrel Survival Guide in the Daily Cougar at U of H.
What is this? What the fuck is this?
I love squirrels. And I was like I would feed the squirrels at U of H every single day, and I wrote for the Daily Cougar. And I wrote, some people were giving squirrels food that will mess them up, like food that's not good for them. So I wrote a squirrel survival guide and how we have to treat our squirrels at school to keep them healthy. And so,
But
yeah, squirrels
but
are not
do you
terrifying.
agree-
Squirrels are adorable, but I don't know. I don't know if I could. If I were to see a killer squirrel, I'd probably try to pet it.
Wow. Well, I don't know if you ever saw. I won't have the time to pull up the old video, but do you agree that if squirrels were able to coordinate, that they could easily probably take over the world?
Just by the sheer amount of them, yes.
Yes. So there's even a comic book character in Marvel called Squirrel Girl, and her name,
Adorable.
she is. I'll try to pull up a picture. She's called the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl or the Undefeated Squirrel. Something is that one of the two? I think she's the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. And there's, you've seen the Marvel.
Squirrel Girl.
Have you seen the Marvel? You've seen Thanos and all those people. Like, have you seen those movies?
No.
The big bad in the Avengers movies.
I think I might have seen him.
Like a Hulk type of person. So Squirrel Girl is a reason. There's a reason why she's called the Unbeatable Squirrel. She is undefeated. She with squirrels. What the fuck?
He's so cute.
So you're that type. I mean,
Look at him.
you've never seen that horror movie, that horror trailer for squirrels? Damn. Now I'm really curious on how you would respond to it. Shit. Now I'm sorry. I don't want to waste time, but I gotta know. Damn it. It's not gonna work. All right. Let me see if this will work. Here we go. Just a little bit.
Okay. Is this the trailer for the new movie?
This is an old
Okay.
trailer for like a concept of what they were trying to do back in the day.
Why? Look infected. So? Your fingertip could fall off. That's not true.
Here we go. Let me get to the good part.
Oh. Oh.
Yeet that fucking squirrel.
Oh.
Squirrel. No, wait for the tagline. Ever heard of maybe here's a cosplay and I'm trying to convince Tabitha to go to Comic Palooza. So
Tyler.
I said Tabitha. Tyler, sorry, my bad. There you go. There's the unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Oh.
So that's just one of her.
Yeah, I don't want to be her.
You don't want to what? She's awesome.
She's not hot.
It's not hot enough for you?
No.
You can do it. All right, fine. Moving on. Guys, what do you think about the concept of a squirrel horror movie? And is Squirrel Girl hot? I'm going to introduce Tyler to a bunch of the cosplay that I've been, waxing poetically to. I'll put it like that.
Oh my god. What the hell? It's so weird.
That is an actual phrase. It doesn't mean what you think it means. But I do mean it that way. Let us know what you guys think about those things and let's move on. Let's keep talking. All right. What's the next topic of the night?
From Bloody Disgusting, Jason Universe, Horror Inc. begins a new era of the Friday the 13th franchise. Here is the plan.
From Bloody Disgusting. Oh, do I have my... No, I don't. I don't have them up. So they're supposed to be like, I guess is it A24? I think they're going to be doing a new horror, not horror, Jason Voorhees universe. There's supposed to be like a TV series coming out. There we go. I'm sorry. I was trying to find my notes so I can pull up the link. Bear with me for a second. IGN this afternoon, which is said to be drawing of a new era for the original owners of the Friday the 13th franchise. What does this mean, you ask? IGN details that in their surprising report today that the new Friday the 13th activations will span a wide range of platforms for entertainment, games, immersive experiences, merchandise, and more to be announced throughout 2024. So they have a whole plan for Friday the 13th. Do you think this idea makes sense? Is this a good idea? So a lot of people think that the Jason franchise is dead. Or do you think, or does it depend? Like, what are your overall thoughts on this, on face value?
Well, I don't know. Scream had a really good comeback. I know it's kind of not the same, but it is kind of.
I honestly believe it depends on that for their first attempt. Whatever this Crystal Lake thing is.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that.
But what can that even be about? I'm like, is that going to be about Jason, or is it just going to be about shit that happened at Crystal Lake? I mean, just a bunch of teens having sex, and then accidentally slipping and falling into the lake?
No, I'm sure Jason has to be there.
You think does he, or is it Jason's mom?
Exactly.
Like, what can a Crystal Lake? That's the problem. What can a Crystal Lake movie even really be about?
Jason.
You would prefer it to be about Jason versus Jason's mom.
What's the alternative? Just bad luck at Crystal Lake?
Is the writer of the original Friday the 13th who won back the rights. So the rights are just going back and forth and stuff. So there's really no... Same goes for Crystal Lake series, which are all three involved. But it doesn't mean they can make any new Friday movies. It's weird. So it's weird. The rights are all over the place. They don't... So what the hell is this thing going to be about? We all know what we might want it to be about. You would want it to be about Jason.
Yeah.
And I would rather it be about teen sex.
God.
18 and 19-year-olds getting it on.
He had to clarify.
I had to clarify. You ain't gonna fucking R. Kelly me. What the fuck was that? Like,
when you say teenager, what do you mean?
I don't know, 40-year-old man. What do you mean? I mean, I'm joking about it. His ass was serious.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? That dude was weird.
God.
Just to clarify, no one here at T3 Medias will have relations with a teenager.
Of any variation of the age.
Any variation of the age. I'm 44 years old. You have to be at least within a 5-year range to ride this ride.
And you're married, so.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Wow. How did I forget that one first? And
Toxic.
but leave it to your female friends to remind you you're in trouble now. Fuck, I did. Damn, did I fuck up?
I got your back, Joy.
Damn, I did fuck that up. Guys, let's move on from this fucking topic. Let us know what you guys think about.
Yeah.
And then the movie starts. And he's back, and I don't know, this whole new Jason universe thing. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. I like the Jason franchise. I mean, Jason's right behind you on full screen. There he goes, right there. But I like the Jason franchise, but it's just not doing as well as it used to. I don't know. It's coming and going. Let us know what you guys think, and then, like as I always say, let's keep talking. All right. Is this the last topic of the day?
It is, and it's the one I'm the most excited about.
What is that?
The prequel trilogy for the Strangers film series. The Strangers Chapter 1 has a disastrous launch with a 14% Rotten Tomatoes score. Is the franchise dead on arrival? I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
But I love The Strangers.
I do too, and I thought as far as all the other slashers, that was one of the most intense and most creative ones in recent history. Mm-hmm. But why 14%? What the hell?
Right.
They've already, and here's the problem. When I researched it, they've already committed to this trilogy. This is a trilogy.
Yeah.
They've already committed to it. They've already filmed it.
Yeah.
It's already been filmed.
We got 2 more coming.
Yeah, this year. The second one, the chapter 2 is coming out this year. I don't know if chapter 3 is coming out this year or next year, but they're already done. So I guess the beautiful thing about it is that for some horror movies don't take that much money. The fans and the critics are aligned. The critics might be judging it on a whole different level. They're looking at the lighting, they're looking at the dialogue, they're looking at the direction, but critics are fans too.
Yeah.
And they are people too. So I agree with you. That is shocking. Are you still going to see it? It's out today, right?
Yeah.
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 When did you?
I wanted to go see it today, but something came up and I was unable to. Or not today.
This show.
I wanted to go.
She was like, yeah.
No. Yesterday. I wanted to see it yesterday because technically it always comes out like a day early. They'd come out on Thursday. So I wanted to go yesterday. But something came up yesterday and I couldn't go. So I'm going to try to go this weekend. I don't know. The trailer was really good.
Yes. The same universe. It looks like the same.
I think I told it on an earlier podcast that this is one of the movies of 2024 that I'm looking the most forward to. So I'm super disappointed with the score so far, but I'm still gonna make my own decisions and go watch it for myself and see. But kind of bummed.
We have a few minutes left. I won't dive in it for too long. Let's see exactly what only 14%. There's only 49 reviews this is the critic side. There are over 50 reviews from the audience score. For audience score is 44%. So that's still less than 50% though.
Yeah,
that's still rotten technically.
Yeah.
So I mean, critics are judging it harsher, but even the regular what do we call them, normies? Even the normies are like, more people had hated it than liked it. So here's what they're saying. But rather something that can only happen to someone in a stranger's movie. What does that mean? Does that even make sense? The Strangers no longer looks like something that can happen to anyone. Oh, the first 2, it was a situation where this could happen to anybody.
Right. Which is what makes it so scary.
Yeah, but according to Matt, he's saying that it now feels like, but rather something that can only happen to someone in a stranger's movie. Like he's saying that this, it doesn't feel like it could just happen to that's what made the first 2 scary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't in this movie. He said it doesn't feel like
Can you read another one?
It can happen to anybody. Let's see. Audience review. Let's see if there's any more. Post rating. Full. Let me click on it. 49 reviews. Here we go. Lee McCoy. For such an ambitious project, Chapter 1 might be the most stock and formulaic home invasion movie out there. And it's a straight-up redo of 2008 movie for the most part. I'm most impressed by how boring and bad it is. damn, that review kind of started off like it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
But it did. Let's see, man. We already read the next two. Okay, another rotten one from Carla Hayes from Culture Mix. The Strangers Chapter 1 should be called The Strangers One More Cash Grab. This sequel is these next 3 chapters are what happened before the original.
Right.
But if people kind of look at it as a reboot, let me see if I can find a fresh. There we go. Here's a fresh from AV Offer from New York City Movie Guru. Visually stylish, intense, and intermittently scary, but repetitive while lacking palpable suspense. Even in a fresh review,
Right.
She
God.
kinda
Well,
dings
I
it.
feel even more discouraged than I did before.
And and depending on how you responded to the devil, what was that? That was that movie, Devil.
Yeah, Living with the Devil.
Yeah, you were the only person who hated it. Everybody else loved it. Now everybody else hates this. You're probably gonna come out of this
Yeah.
one like this is the best horror movie ever.
Yeah,
You think that might
probably.
happen?
Nah, probably not.
No.
Not
No.
those reviews.
Yeah.
I can't do boring. I'm not big on slow burns, especially if they don't have a big turning point at some point.
There's another rotten real fast. Valerie Complex from Deadline. The Strangers Chapter 1 is everything wrong with the horror genre. Damn.
These are harsh.
That is a top critic. Everything that's wrong with horror. So
I want to see it now just to see how bad it is.
now, yeah, exactly. Now I'm like, damn, how bad is this? Maybe I'll go out and check it out tomorrow afternoon. And then we can probably get back and I'll get your thoughts on it. When do you think you might go check it out?
Maybe tomorrow also. Oh no, I have an engagement party tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know.
Curious. I was thinking about because I remember the movies, but now I'm thinking about rewatching.
Watched The Strangers Pray at Night a couple of days ago to prepare for this. I need to rewatch the first one though.
Yeah.
But
maybe
yeah.
I'll rewatch the first one before
I
watch
liked
this one.
I actually like Strangers Pray at Night better than the first one.
Why is that?
It was a little bit more exciting, more. Like I said, I'm not super big on slow burns. I love the original Strangers, but it was kind of a slow burn, or not a slow burn. It was just a little bit slow for me. The other one had a lot more action, but I liked them both. So I rewatched the second one. I want to rewatch the first, so maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit more after all these years. But
I wonder what they did so bad. Okay, listen. I'm gonna try to end on a positive note. Here's a good review.
Okay.
From Lindsay Traves from Pijaba. I'm for now caught between admiring this bold release strategy and the interesting storytelling ability it affords and wondering if we're pumping out a trilogy under a banner that doesn't allow for it. That was the harshest, I guess, that she came at it. As a horror, Ian Sand, I said that was the last one, but here's the last one. Ian Sandwell said, as horror retreads go, The Strangers Chapter 1 is efficiently grim and satisfying. Okay. Grim and satisfying. So, but overall, the majority of the critics did not like it. 14%. Let me go back to the score again. Let me see if I talk.
Well, we're out of topics, so
we're out of topic. So we can't keep talking. All right. Let's, all right. Very observant, Tyler. That's the show, guys. Appreciate you guys who were in the chat. The few of you guys that joined us on a Friday. I didn't know if we were gonna do this because
that was silly of you.
I harshly judged Tyler.
It was something about the way I said I would be there that he just didn't know if I was going to come.
I'm just used to Tabitha, letting me down. Tyler is a real one. There you go.
Tabs is too.
Just talking to her a minute ago. She's got to kick my ass now. But guys, this was episode 299. Look out for us. Next week, we're going to be live from Comic Palooza, episode 300. The topic of discussion will be costume designs of the movie The Fifth Element. We're going to go deep in all those wonderful costumes and that were in that movie and talk about our favorite ones. And you might see us in our glory in our Fifth Element related costumes as well. Tabitha just told me that hers, if you thought her Lilu costume was revealing, she's got a surprise for you guys. So for all you all you ladies out there who love Tabitha, I know you, but she says that she promises to you won't be disappointed in her costume this year. And for all you guys, you always forget.
I don't use Twitter.
What's wrong with Twitter?
Don't follow me on Twitter because I'm not going to post anything.
Oh, well, what about X? That's even worse.
Literally.
Hey guys, if you want to reach, you said what?
Follow me on Threads.
Right? You're right. You might as well. Wow. You might as well follow me. Follow me on a dying app versus that piece of shit app. But guys, if you want to follow me, it's Chris W. Fagan or T3 Media Studios. As always, I appreciate you guys in the out there. Send your thoughts, your questions, your comments, concerns on this video. Hit the like button, all you guys that are watching us live. Help us out. Hit the like button. Help boost this show. And until next time, guys, have a happy. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.